Okay, I'm going to read to you this assignment, the high school experience in Latin America. So start by selecting your hour, your student ID number, your last name, your first name, and today's date. The article is called The High School Experience in Latin America. Paragraph 1. How does the high school experience in Latin America compare with that in the United States? There are many similarities, but there are also some noticeable differences. Paragraph 2. A normal course load for a United States high school student is usually between 5 and 8 subjects a year, but in Latin America, students are more likely to take between 10 and 12. These classes do not, however, meet every day. A class might meet only 2 or 3 times a week, which is more similar to schedules in the U.S. colleges and universities. As a result, there is more variation in students' day-to-day schedules. In addition, although physical education is taught, team sports are not part of the curriculum. On the other hand, English is mandatory in many schools. Foreign language study is much more common in Latin American schools, and many students speak 1 or 2 languages besides Spanish by the time they graduate from high school. Paragraph 3. Classes in Latin American schools are also structured very differently than those in the United States. Lecturing is the preferred format, and there tends to be less student participation. Although extracurricular activities are offered, they are far less common than they are in U.S. schools. Paragraph 4. It is unusual for Latin American schools to have the amenities, such as lockers, that students in the United States take for granted. As a result, students must carry their backpacks and book bags with them throughout the school day. Latin American students also tend to have much more homework than their U.S. counterparts, so they need their accessories in order to take their books home. Paragraph 5. While letter grades are routinely used in the United States, they are rarely used in Latin America. Although the grading scale varies from country to country, numerical grades, such as 1 to 10 or 1 to 20, are the norm. Private schools are common in Latin America, and a large number of these are operated by the Roman Catholic Church. Although parochial schools are not usually coeducational, there are many co-ed private schools that are not affiliated with any church. Because many of these schools are associated with certain ethnic or cultural traditions, students must study the appropriate foreign language, usually American English, German, British English, Italian, or French. Last paragraph, number 7. One of the most noticeable differences between the U.S. school system and the Latin American one is that students in Latin America are frequently required to wear uniforms. While the uniform is sometimes the same throughout the country, it is more likely identified with a certain school. The girls' uniform is usually a jumper, a blouse, and a tie, or a pleated skirt, a blouse, and a vest or blazer. Boys wear slacks, a shirt and tie, and sometimes a sweater or blazer as well. And now you're going to answer the questions. Number 1, how does the average number of classes then